Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You're now tuned into the one and only B-Rad Show, and I'm your host, the M to the J to the. You already know. Hope you guys are doing. Hope you guys having a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope you guys are staying safe out there, being coronavirus free, protecting yourselves and protecting your families. So today's topic, as you can tell from the title, we're going to be talking about the It reboot, okay? And I'm going to be sharing with you guys just for a few minutes. I won't go too long. I'm just going to be giving you guys my opinions and my personal opinions and my views and my overall rating on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as this It reboot movie. Honestly, I'm sorry to say it to you guys, but I did not like this It movie. I did not like this reboot. I think that they dropped the ball on this It franchise. I think that this It movie could have been better than what it was. I think that they dropped the ball heavily. I have two main reasons why I did not like this film, ladies and gentlemen. And before I go into why I did not like this film, I'm not going to say that this film was trash, it was garbage. It was all right, it was cool. It was a decent film as far as in the horror, thriller, suspense genre. It was a cool film, but I did not like it for two main reasons. Why I did not like this film. Number one, I did not like the cast, the way they casted the cast. I think they could have did a better job of the cast members. They could have did a better job of seeking the proper cast members to fit this film. Also, number two, I did not like the version of Pennywise. I heavily think they dropped the ball on this version of Pennywise. When I first saw this film, and especially when Pennywise first popped up on the scene, my first expressions was, what the hell is going on? Okay, what is going on? This is not Pennywise. Who the hell is this? Because this is not Pennywise. And I was just dissatisfied with that. I was very, very dissatisfied with that, and especially being a true diehard fan of the It franchise, being one of the individuals like a lot of you are and many of you have that actually grew up off of the It franchise, I was very dissatisfied in this film. And I already knew the direction they were going to go before I watched this film. I had a strong feeling about it. I knew that they were going to kitty down this damn movie, and I knew they were going to do it, and I had a strong feeling in my heart that they were going to kitty down this film, and that's exactly what the hell they did. They kitty down this film. I think they did a bad job on the cast members, and I also think they did a bad job with Pennywise. I could not understand for what reason, what reasonable explanation, why would they give us a kitty version of Pennywise? I couldn't understand it. I just couldn't understand it. Now, I could understand the direction because I know a lot of you be like, well, I think they wanted to give us a different version of Pennywise. They wanted to give us a child version of Pennywise before he was an adult. This is my thing. That would have made sense. It would have made sense if they gave us that kiddie version of Pennywise. That would have made the very most sense, and I would have gave this film a better rating as well. I would have gave this film a better rating, and that would have made sense if the characters had fitted the child version of Pennywise. But because of the fact that you gave us the same characters from the original film, it made no sense. It was not in correlation with Pennywise. So if that was the direction that the director and the producers were choosing to go with this It reboot, if they were choosing to give us the children version of the more kid version of Pennywise, then that means they should have gave us characters that, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, they should have gave us characters that fit and match that version of Pennywise. But because of the fact that you gave us the same characters from the original film, when it was clear and vivid and undisputably that Pennywise was an adult, and both parts of the original film he was an adult. When the characters were children and when they were adults, Pennywise was an adult. So the fact that you gave us the same characters but gave us a kid version of Pennywise, I think that was just a bad idea, and I think that this is where they dropped the ball heavily. Okay, so for all of you guys that are saying that and believe like, okay, well, they wanted to give us a kiddie version, like I said, I can understand that. But if you were going to give us a kiddie version, you should have gave us the same characters that fitted Pennywise as a kid. That means it should have been different characters that we never heard of, and it should have been, okay, it should have introduced characters that we didn't know of because it was giving us the kid version of Pennywise, okay? But the fact that they gave us a kid version of Pennywise and still gave us the version of the characters from the original film, this is where I did not like this, and I did not understand this, and it destroyed this reboot, and I think it just dropped the ball heavily. Now, as I said, this was not a bad film. It was not a bad film. It was an actual good film as far as fitting in the genre of horror, suspense, thrillers. It was a good film. But I don't think I don't think it did as what it could have done, okay? I don't think it did what it could have done because of the fact of how the direction that they chose to go with this film. And I was just so disgusted. I was so disgusted. So if I had to give my quick rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this film a 6. Yes, I'm sorry to say it to all of you guys that enjoyed this film and liked this film. And I had a discussion with a lot of people, I had a discussion with what I would consider elders because they're older than me. So I had a particular discussion with a elder at work. She's about in her mid-50s, in her mid or late 50s. And she was saying how her and her family, they went to saw the movie, and she said that she liked the film. And I was explaining to her the reason why I didn't like the film, and she understood perfectly what I was saying, but the reason why I didn't like the film because of that fact that they kiddied Pennywise up. And if they were going to go the direction of Kitty and Pennywise up, they should have went the same direction with the characters. They should not have incorporated the same characters from the original goddamn saga. It just made no sense. Okay, but like I said, I gave this a rated 5. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I gave this a 6. A 6. This film gets a 6 to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this film a 6. And the reason why I give it a 6 is because of those two key things that I named to you guys. I think they dropped the ball on the cast. I think they could have did a better job of casting the cast members. Once again, they could have did a better job of casting the cast members. Also, number two and the most important, they did a bad job on the direction they went with Pennywise. It was just a bad job. I did not like that version of Pennywise. I think that was an ugly ass version of Pennywise. Even if it was going to be a kid version of Pennywise, I still think they should have made that kiddie version of Pennywise. They should have made the facial feature, or even the clown, the red hair. They should have made it some way kind of similar to the original version of Pennywise. But as I said, if they were going to go the route of giving us a kiddie version, they should have gave us a different cast members as well, and not giving us that same original characters. So this would make me give this film a rating of number 6 on a scale of 1 to 10, because I feel like they just tried to kiddie this movie down too much, and they just dropped the ball heavily. And this is why I heavily say that there's no more talent in Hollywood. There's no more talent in Hollywood. You guys need to start looking outside of Hollywood for new talent, okay? Come up with some new ideas, come up with some new creativity, because this is getting ridiculous. I'm getting tired of these goddamn reboots. These reboots are heavily dropping the ball, and they are heavily disappointing a lot of people that grew up on some of the original franchise films, okay? But that's all I have for you guys. I just want to give you guys my quick analysis and review of the It reboot, and why I dislike this film, and why I gave it a rating of 6. Make sure you guys spam in the comments. Let me know what your opinions are. Did you like this film, or did you dislike this film? Did you share some of my point of views, or did you disagree with my point of views? Do you agree with me or disagree with me? Spam in the comments. Let me know. If you haven't watched this film, I'll leave a comment. I will leave a link in the description to where you can make a purchase of this film, the It reboot, okay, ladies and gentlemen? But I'm warning you, for a lot of you guys that grew up off of the It franchise, and a lot of you guys are used to the original film, you are going to have some dissatisfaction in this film. So that's all I have for you guys. Once again, I want to give you guys much love and support for supporting the channel. So thank you guys, and make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification button so you'll always be up to date when I drop new content. Make sure you like and share this video as well. So until next time, y'all already know what it is. It's the M to the J to the U. Peace.